can join. If you did, you'd miss the point. Learned fear can be overcome when you realize the voice inside your head is not yours. It's an imitation of the voices from before, repeating on a loop inside your quiet core, receiving since your youth when your choices weren't even yours. Perceiving was the proof, but reality has many doors, so why are we still fighting other people's wars? Learned fear can be overcome when you realize the voice inside your head is not yours. It's an imitation of the voices from before, repeating on a loop inside your quiet core. And you can't tell the difference because it sounds the same. But trust me when I tell you, most of what you think is from somebody else's brain.
That's right.
They have us trained, shackled by imaginary chains. Imaginary rules for imaginary gains, but they don't know the reasons either, so it's hard to place the blame. And who is they anyway when we're all the same? Our parents had parents, and their parents had parents. Apparently, it hurts to see, so I'll be transparent. The world is so much bigger than your insecurities.
Yep.
And they don't speak on your behalf without your soul's authority. The world is so much bigger than your culture or community, and they don't speak on your behalf without your soul's authority. Because if it's all a story, then nobody else can tell it for me. Since I'm always transforming, I defy their category. When you do the same thing the same way, it's habit forming. But nothing in this land of mortal man is mandatory. We're all just transitory. This world's a laboratory. Experimenting on today can change tomorrow morning. And that might sound corny. I'm aware of that. But luckily, I don't care enough to carry that. Plus, I know that my emotions aren't mine. They're elaborate cons created by the echoes in my mind. And since feelings come a dime a dozen, I don't take them serious. I just explore them to the fullest because I'm curious. I used to get so furious at being furious. My ego couldn't comprehend how it was serving us. Us. Humanity exists inside my head. If I assimilate the hate, then I become what I'm against. Hence, we can transform, and that's the essence of alchemy. So I can change the world while writing this from a balcony. And since matter is mostly empty space, we're in a sea of consciousness where the boundaries are erased. So I stared at my reflection till I couldn't see my face. Then I picked myself and put the flowers in an empty vase. If you came for validation, then you're in the wrong place. The only certain satisfaction is becoming what you've chased. And there's no running from the inner voice. So it's important that you choose. But it's more important that you know you have a choice. Woo! You have a choice. Does it haunt you in the dead of night? Would you fly if you weren't convinced you were afraid of heights? And who convinced you anyway? They had no fucking right.
Yeah!
Put one hand in the sky like this. Everybody snap it out. All right, you can stop. No one can dim your light. You shine within so bright that you could blind the sun from sight and scare him back into the night. No one can dim your light. I said it twice because you're greater than the circumstances that surround your circle life. You are the sum of what you do, but you are not your life. You're in a lightning storm flying with a stolen kite. You're not your nature or your nurture. You're a prototype, and if you hone it right, eventually you'll crack your satellite. A little to the left, a little to the right. At first it's nothing. Wait, you gotta bounce with me, right? At first it's nothing. Then nothing turns into a whisper. Turn the dial and it gets crisper in the transistor. Wait, bounce, motherfuckers. Wait a while, and the whisper turns into a scream. It overwhelms your system and you don't know what it means. But turn the volume up and it can tell you all your dreams. Till pretty soon it's the only voice you'll ever need. Now all you have to do is listen when you want to lead. Your fear disintegrates when you decide to stop and breathe. It's your voice. No matter where you go, it never leaves. And that's God, no matter what religion you believe. I'm starting my own religion, and everyone is welcome, but nobody can join. If you did, you'd miss the point.